Before we begin, just a little reminder about Holy Communion. So firstly, thank you everybody for coming to keep Kyle and Therese in your prayers and celebrate this very special moment of sins in the state of grace following the Church's laws regarding marriage and having it fasted for the appropriate time before communion. Also, we're hoping that the weather stays beautiful. And if it does, there will be pictures outside. If not, if the weather suddenly turns, I think the pictures instead of outside will be held at the hall afterwards, but we'll see. Marriage be held in honor among his goodness, where he could show forth his power and wisdom, he could glorify himself, and he could communicate himself into the world. And everything was in its right order, all coming from God, all returning to God, glorifying God. But he didn't stop there. He wanted there to be a part of that creation which wouldn't just return to him because that's how it was made. It wouldn't be just a kind of unthinking clock there that reflects his goodness and his wisdom. He wanted there to be a part of his creation that would turn back to him of its own choice, that it would return to him by acts of knowledge and acts of love. And so he created Adam and Eve. He created these first two human creatures. This one part of his creation, which wouldn't just be a part of his creation by itself, a part of his order by itself, but it would choose to be part of that order. It would choose to give glory to God and to bring all things back to him. And so that order, though, it wasn't something that lasted very long. So he created this universe. It was beautiful. And he gave Adam and Eve this command to go forth and multiply. But before they could obey that command, they disobeyed his other command, which was to not eat from the tree of good and evil. And so immediately, Adam and Eve, this order that God had created, the disruption in it, and those who he created to come to him of their own free will, turned away from him. And so it was this first mark, this sin that marred the creation that God had established. And it was something that happened on an individual level. He and his wife, and then the two of them leading their children off into this disorder. They have to leave the Garden of Eden. They lose these good things that God had poured out for them. And so when Christ comes into the world and he wants to restore that,